Hi, hello everybody. Today's advent calendar is all about Ailsa's aim. And here is Niven to tell you all about it and give you some ideas of what they do.
Perfect. Well, firstly, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas, everybody, from all of us here at Ailsa's Aim. Ailsa's Aim is a local charity. We're based in Higham Ferrers, and we also have our sort of operations office in Oni as well. We are named after Sarah and my daughter, Ailsa. We were set up sort of in honor of her. When but not too long about it when she was less than a year old, because my wife and I we sort of struggled to conceive for a long time. When we eventually did, my wife had an incredibly traumatic pregnancy, partway through which certain complications were identified, one of which was a cyst, which we thought was a cyst anyway. And it turned out, as we sort of came towards the end of the pregnancy, with about 2 months to go, that actually it was a massive tumor. It had grown to the size of 4 times the baby, 4 times Ailsa's size. So at the time, Ailsa had to be delivered very premature, and Sarah had to have a massive operation, followed by several referrals to different hospitals, and eventually unexpectedly was told that it was at least three very rare types of cancer, incredibly rare types of cancer. Obviously, we were therefore unprepared for the baby. We didn't have our bag packed. We were unprepared for Sarah's hospital admission and chemotherapy and operation, and for the subsequent sort of 6 months of hospital stays. And so, what we do is we like to try and help other people that find themselves in similar situations unexpectedly. So we provide essential care packs with the essentials that you need should you find yourself in a special care baby unit unexpectedly, which is always unexpected when you're in a special care baby unit, or in a situation of complex diagnosis or admission for chemotherapy, radiotherapy, those sorts of things, where you go along for a checkup and find yourself being admitted, or where everything in your world is turned upside down. I am absolutely and utterly thrilled to say, are now in a situation where Ailsa is 5 and is at school and has caught up and is absolutely perfect. And Sarah is in her approaching 5 years of remission. So we are massively blessed. And what we do is a way to say thank you to the world. Thank you to all of the help and support we got from the doctors and nurses and assistants in various hospitals. And we provide now care packs of various different types to neonatal units and young children units, as well as to cancer and chemotherapy and radiotherapy wards in a number of hospitals all around about. So Kettering, Northampton. We helped out the care workers at Corby, Milton Keynes, Luton and Dunstable, Bedford, and then we've moved out as far as Charing Cross down in London, and across to Cambridge and Norfolk, so Adam Brooks and Kings Lynn, Norwich, and Leicester. Yeah, so basically all around we're kind of radiating out as we grow, and we're doing really well. But it all started with literally nothing. We didn't have any money behind us, didn't have anything, and everything's 100% for everything that we get goes 100% into the care packs that we give out. So we've now got a couple of people volunteering. We're always open to anybody that wants to help us volunteer. We've got some people to help us fundraise occasionally, and yeah, it's just down to campaigns that we get going on the whole time. So anything anybody wants to do to help out would be amazing.
It does sound absolutely amazing, and it just seems that you've sort of, as you say, you've started it from nothing. Well, not nothing, it's completely something, and it's really kind of
Started from everything. Yeah.
everything.
But
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
That's
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying everything's vegan? Is that
We what we've got, one of our more recent things is we have some of our own branded, specially made, designed and made and packaged products, which are ultra sort of for people who are ultra sensitive, which obviously the people we deal with are some of the most vulnerable in society.
yeah.
So they tend to be, or obviously they are either suffering from cancer or undergoing chemotherapy, radiotherapy, or they are newborn babies. So you tend to get the youngest and the oldest, and you tend to get the sickest, essentially. And so, therefore, our especially branded items are vegan, cruelty-free, animal harm-free. They're in recyclable packaging, etc. And they're designed and branded for us, so that they can be used with people who have got the most sort of kind of the most hypoallergenic that they can be. But they're not the only things that we do. Like our general care packs might include those, or they might include other sort of care, cosmetic, PPE, and comforting necessities that people would need for hospital stays, or also just it's not all just for hospital stays. For example, at this time of year, we've just done deliveries to all of our hospitals around the place. With like Christmas presents, and you know, for example, the neonatal thing, people think about the baby, then they think secondarily about the mother. So we'll sort of help out the baby, the mother, but also there's the fathers to think about, or other mothers and siblings, and so we basically provide care packs to all of those people as well. And you know, carers, and also for, you know, the people on the wards, people working on the wards, key workers, NHS workers, etc. So we'll do rounds of things with like travel mugs or items which the key workers couldn't get. Particularly in COVID, that was one of the big things. In COVID, a lot of hospitals couldn't get some certain PPE equipment, believe it or not. So we managed to get it, and we managed to display those to, and even to schools and things during those sorts of times, schools and community centres, places that we could still work with to help even during times of like lockdowns, and subsequently those who are like underprivileged and in need of support elsewhere. So yeah, it's kind of wide ranging, but all to do with helping the most vulnerable. Yeah,
It sounds like you're really focused on sort of one aim and making sure that
yeah,
people are okay that are going through that. I know our
yeah.
firstborn, my firstborn, was 6 weeks premature. So,
Wow. Okay.
you know what I mean,
Yeah,
so I do know what you're talking about.
absolutely,
If somebody wanted to support you, obviously the co-op supported you. You were one of our causes
absolutely.
last year,
Yes,
and
which
you,
is
I think you
amazing.
did
And
very
thank you
well.
so much for that. Thank you so much. That was incredible. We're supported by the co-ops in Higham and in and also in Rushden and also in Olney. So both of the sort of centres I mentioned. So we're like incredibly lucky with that. Which, so thank you. Yeah,
Oh, fabulous. How would somebody go about either supporting you or possibly even buying your own branded stuff? Because obviously, like
yeah,
it is, like I've heard it's really, really good stuff. And obviously,
yeah.
there might be
Absolutely
quite a
is.
few sort of vegans or people who just want
Yeah,
to look
absolutely.
after themselves.
So
How do
you can
you
get
get
that
into
from the website, www.ailsasaim.co.uk, www.ailsasaim.co.uk. You can find things about our products on there. If you find us on Facebook, also on Instagram, so that's at Ailsa's Aim. And on there, it's got details of all of our campaigns and what's going on. It's got details of our products that we've got. And if people wanted to get involved, and we do a number of different sort of events, like for example, we have been hosting like an evening with. We did an evening with Nigel Benn, for example, last month, or
Yes.
we'll do things like skydives and things like that. People can do as well. So all of it will be on our social medias, and most of it on our website. And we're just sort of getting ourselves organised with things like newsletters. Like Sarah and Beth have been working really hard getting together things like newsletters and stuff. So our socials are getting better as we sort of trying to drag ourselves into the present.
Yeah, and they're so
So yeah,
bubbly and they're so bubbly and lively, aren't they? I met them at the
yeah,
celebrations events we had
yeah, they're great. They're
Higham and
amazing.
Rushden. It was just, I don't know if it was
Obviously,
the
yeah,
colour of the uniform, which is like, I don't know,
the
the
vibrant green.
exactly. I think you
Yeah,
might
yeah,
might have nicked that off the co-op, but
yeah,
it was just lovely to meet them, and they were so full of life. It was great for them to be involved with that. So
absolutely.
great,
Yeah,
fantastic. It sounds like you got a lot
no
going
worries.
on, and you're doing a lot of
Yeah,
good things.
yeah. In the middle of our deliveries, just done our last Christmas delivery went out, I think yesterday, and that's us now. We were on a supposedly a shutdown, but it's not really. As I say, when you got in touch with me, I was in the office. It doesn't really ever stop, but we sort of try to take a pause to start. But yeah, that's it. Busy the whole time. So yeah,
No, it's good to hear. It's good to hear that people are so receptive to what you're doing. And
yeah.
like I say, wish you all the
Thank you very
Good
much.
luck in the future. And obviously, I'm still here to support you. Like, I know you're last year's cause, but like I say, we're all part of one big family trying to help each other.
Thank you.
But
Yeah, thank you so much for that as well.
no, thank you very much for what you do, and do have a very, very lovely Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye bye.